Who's my good little kitten?
I am. Uh-oh.
Kitten, did you just make a poopy whoopy in your pantsy wansies?
I did, Daddy Waddy. I'm sorry.
It's okay, kitten. I like my kitten a little stinky winky.
Warning. The following show features stunts performed either by professionals or under the supervision of professionals. Accordingly, PlayStation Ain't Dead and the producers must insist that no one attempt to recreate or reenact any stunts or activities performed on this show.
PlayStation ain't dead, dead. PlayStation ain't dead, dead. PlayStation ain't dead, dead. PlayStation ain't dead, dead. You heard what I said. PlayStation ain't dead.
Hello, everybody. What's going on? Well, you're really trying to get your mileage out of that jackass intro, huh?
Oh, I love it, dude. I could listen to my own voice all fucking day, dude. I love the sound of my own voice. I'm Will. Over there, that's James. And below me tonight, our guest, legally insane gamer. Welcome to the program, Mr. Insane.
And I'm not James. I'm Sean.
No, did I call you James?
You did.
No. I must be getting.
Thanks for having me on too, by the way.
No,
Yeah, man. Very stoked to have you on, dude. Thanks a lot for coming on.
I've been listening to the show ever since you guys reached out.
Well, I'm glad we didn't scare you away then.
Yeah, I listen at work. It's actually really good content, especially the long form content. Long form content was dead for a while on YouTube, and I think it's making a comeback.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. That's awesome.
We just tend to drone on, to be honest.
Depends on how many cervezas I have, you know.
Some people love the long form content, though.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of it.
You know, in fact, it's funny. One of the biggest criticisms we get is, why is the show so freaking long? And here we got someone that likes the length. It's refreshing. Thanks for.
It's very niche. That's the problem. The long form content is niche. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but the people that love it, they really love it, and it's a shortage of content out there.
Well, it's like I tell Will, you know, the only people that are going to bitch and complain are going to be the one or two. Everyone else that likes it, they're not going to bother writing anything, so it's all good.
Right.
So before the show, we were talking to Legally Insane, and we asked him what should we call you on the show, and yeah, it looks like we're going to be calling him Legally Insane all evening. So, are you hiding from someone? Are you on the run?
I spent 6 years in prison, buddy. I ain't going back.
That'll fucking do it right there.
What was your cellmate's name?
It was Chocolate Thunder.
Oh, no.
6 years sold up with Chocolate Thunder. I ain't going back.
Yeah, no. I don't know, man. I think I might have his phone number.
It's funny. It's funny you mentioned that the long form video, because your videos are rather long. I do my homework. I've been doing my homework. I've been watching Legally Insane gamer videos on YouTube all week. You got me. Right now you have me actively searching for a Prison Break. You blew my mind with that one. I was like, I never knew, because probably a couple of years ago I was really big on a PS3 kick, and that one just to me it was just another licensed game. So I was like, yeah, it's crap. But from what I understand, through the roof, baby.
Yeah, that one's. I never expected it to do what it did. I knew it was uncommon before, but I had no idea it was going to make a move like it did. No idea. In fact, I got really lucky too, because my PS3 copy I got right before the run up for $5, $5 Canadian dollars. Right before, had like not knowing that it was just going to take off tomorrow, right?
So
I knew it was I'd never seen it in the wild.
So right before they threatened to shut the thing down, the PSN down, before everything blew up. Is that what you're saying when you got it?
No, I got it after that. Definitely after that. I forget how long. It might have been 6 months ago to a year ago, maybe. That was my PS3 copy. I paid a lot more for my Xbox 360 copy.
Oh yeah. The Xbox 360 definitely took a little spike this year, but that's those prices have been coming down though. I don't follow Xbox 360 at all, so I'm like definitely very novice on that. Um, have the prices been coming down on 360, or are they still skyrocketing?
You know what? I've noticed two things. One, they're still skyrocketing, but there's a slight catch, and a lot of the untrained people don't understand. I got a troll in my comment section, for example. He shows up to every Xbox 360 prices video, and lately his comment is I think he's a subscriber, so but he shows up every video and he's like, some of them are going up, but some of them are plummeting, like Afro Samurai. It's like, buddy, you have no idea what you're talking about. Like, okay,
Right.
I'm gonna pull up the chart right now. Afro Samurai.
Right.
I'll tell you exactly. This is how retarded some of these people are. Okay, so before the run up, so a lot of them had parabolic moves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that's had a parabolic move it's not just going to go straight up forever. Okay,
No.
only an actual retard would think that,
Yeah.
right? Especially if it has a parabolic move, it's going to come down to
Yeah.
whatever the real market value was.
Well, exactly. I mean, that's what most of the gaming market. I mean, if it shoots up too quick, that's just not healthy at all. You know,
Exactly.
I'm all about. That's why, like in the current way of gaming, I hate I hate the way the trends are going lately. Where like a game that's even 2 years old is like skyrocketing $300. It's like it's just ridiculous. You know, you need to have longevity. You know, and consistency. You know, it takes about 25 years, I think, for anything to find its real value. You know, so. But back to your Afro Samurai, yes, go for it.
But so I'll use this one as a great example. So before it started its move, January 2024, I got it right in front of me. I'll use US dollars. 1973, so $20 game. Okay.
Mhm.
January 2024. Parabolic move from that time until its peak of June 2024, $43.25. So round it, that's 100% increase, 20 to 40.
Right.
This guy, every comment he writes, how Afro Samurai has plummeted. But it was $20. Okay. Was 20. As of today, this plummeted game, this crash down to nothing game
Yeah.
is over 50% higher than what it was, and it's $33.48 on price charting. And this guy's bitching and whining about how it's plummeted, meaning I think he paid $43 for it.
Probably.
He's the guy that bought at the top. He has
Yeah.
no idea what he's doing, has no idea what this market is. He thought it was a get rich quick scheme.
Right.
And he's like, oh, I'm going to sell this for $200 in a couple of months.
Right.
And it's gone down a little bit.
Yeah.
Like
well,
it's basically floored out at roughly the $30 level.
well, I love it. Like when like newer games, you know, it seems like once they reach the $100 mark, you know, people start going crazy. They're like, "Oh my god, it's going up!" And I sit there and I'm like, "You realize it's only like $20 more than what it was at retail, right? You know, it's not really like because games are like $70 now. You know what I mean? It's like so somebody, you know, I could see getting a game for $70 and then trying to resell it and make $20 on it or something like that, right? But I mean, that doesn't mean the damn thing's skyrocketing. You know, kudos for trying. You know, but
I love the speculating aspect of this hobby. Games prices rising and falling, why they're rising, why they're falling. You know, in some people's eyes, that equates. People see that they hear me talking about it and shit, and they're like, "Oh, you're fucking, you don't, you're all about the prices. You're a scalper." Do you ever get any such hate? Do you ever get any such negative criticisms about all your speculation? Because your shows, the programs, that's a lot of, you talk a lot about value, and it's an important part of video game collecting. You know, if you're going out there and you're hunting, you got to know what the shit's worth. You know what I mean? But has anyone ever shit on you because of because all you talk about is prices and shit?
You know what? I haven't had people, or at least very many, complain about like calling me a scalper or something like that. I don't get those comments, but I have had a lot of comments, and unfortunately, I to be honest, I actually banned a lot of I got so fed up with these complete retards who had no idea what they're talking about. I banned a lot of them, and then I regretted it later because I want to make a video about all the troll comments that I got.
Look,
And
look here,
so I keep them now. But
here's-
the most
here-
common comment that I would get is just people complaining about how the prices aren't going up. Like, no, they're not. These games are worthless. These games are all going to the dollar bin. One guy even commented, what's that? There's a famous guy, dang, I forget his name, famous YouTuber, but he's not a retro gamer. He does World of Warcraft. That was like his claim to fame.
Okay.
I don't know if that rings a bell or not, but
no, that wouldn't be me.
I know when we know.
can't believe I forgot his name. But anyways, they're like naming this famous YouTuber. He's like, oh, Asmongold. That's who it was. Like,
Yeah,
Asmongold says they're all going back to the dollar bin. Buddy, they were never in the dollar bin.
Right.
Like, they were never in the dollar bin to begin with. Like, the people that write these comments, they haven't actually watched the video. And I had a conversation with one of them. We were getting into an argument actually one time. And he basically admitted, yeah, I didn't watch the video. They just see the headline. And they come in to get angry at the headline. Like, what do you mean Nintendo Wii prices are going up? No, they're not. I can find them at the pawn shop for $2. But they don't understand the difference between Barbie and, Silent Hill. They don't understand. They're clueless. They just see, well, I can get Barbie for $2. Who's going to buy that for, that price isn't going up. Like,
hey, I got a Barbie game, man. I got a Barbie game.
You have several Barbie games, Sean. You got more Barbie games than most people. Legally, Mr. Insane. I don't know if you know, but Sean here, he's going for a full PS5 set. He's getting each one as. Do you have any full sets, or have you collected any full sets? Are you chasing full sets, or?
You know what? I was originally going to go for a full Super Nintendo set. I was originally going to do that. I canceled that plan, at least for the moment. That's the only console I would ever get a full set for. It's the only one that I care for. It's I love every game on there, like even the bad games. It's the only console where I can say that I would play Barbie.
Right.
Like, I'll happily play Barbie. In fact, I have played Barbie.
Condolences.
No, I have the 3DS Barbie game, and because I have a complete 3DS set as well, so I had to fork up the clams for that one, which is
oh, dang, that's crazy.
So,
that's insane.
I have played it though,
Wow. Yeah, I hope you have played. You got to get your money's worth.
They
never play it again.
You comb some dogs and shit.
That game, if I'm not mistaken, that is a Canadian exclusive, right? That's where.
That's the rumor. That's what I keep hearing.
Yeah. And they don't even know if it made it to the shelves, right? I think it could have, and then it got taken off. But then people were finding them, I think, in like pharmacies or something up there, like like in the budget bin or something.
Maybe they liquidated them to pharmacies. Even I don't know.
Yeah.
What I heard was it was on the shelf and they pulled it from the shelves. That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard as well. So very big mystery on that game.
So Mr. Insane, what are you collecting for right now? What is Xbox your main goal right now? Because that's the last video I saw.
You know what it was? My main goal, Xbox 360 was. I basically got all the games that I need except for a small handful. So I completed all the games that I need for the 360. I mostly collect Nintendo Switch now. That's where the bulk of my money goes. And I'm still trying to get some of the Super Nintendo games that I need. They're just happen to be really expensive ones, so I don't pick them up very often.
Right.
We got a question from the chat.
Oh wait, sorry. Hold that thought. I was going to say, and Nintendo Wii. That's the other big one, and sort of PS3 as well.
Very cool.
Mr. Legally Insane, I own 67 original Xbox games. Should I stop at 69?
Yes, 100%.
There you go. So do you fuck with PS5 at all? PS4?
Okay, well, funny story. So I don't have a PS5. I don't own any PS5 games. I don't own a PS4, but I have a couple of PS4 games.
Hey, why not?
Funny thing.
Yeah.
I just started my Xbox 360 collection. Oh shit! Can you guys see me?
Yeah,
you're back.
My shit's acting all
weird.
Well,
you started talking about Xbox and your screen turned green.
Yeah, I know. The video game gods are trying to tell me something, but I don't own an Xbox 360 console yet. I'm making some moves. I'm squaring it. I'm homing in on one, but I don't have anything to play my two. Yeah, I think no. Yeah, the two Xbox 360 games in my budding collection. But we'll get there.
You got
I
two
get-
total.
Yeah,
Two.
I get two.
Which two?
I have Tenchu Z
Oh yeah, good one.
and what the hell's the other one?
All I know is that it's not,
One is Shambari Samurai Bikini Squad.
Ooh, very
yeah.
nice. Yeah,
yeah.
very nice.
Yes. The next one the next two I want to chase are Rumble Roses XX and Bullet Witch. So
Ooh,
those
all
are
very good as well.
those are the next two. Guys, I'm gonna be right back. Something's fucked up here, so we'll be right back. Yes.
What do you say? He ate something messed up?
No, I think he's resetting his camera or something like that.
I thought he said he ate something.
Something's
He's
messed
got an
up with that.
upset stomach or something. He's got to go. He's going to be on the John for a while.
Yeah. No. He does take a lot of piss breaks, though. So,
Oh,
Well,
he's back.
I gotta pee. No, everything went black. This has been happening for the last month. The screen just goes black, except for my little picture down here. I have to feel around in the dark for the fucking Xbox. Oh, the little Xbox in the corner. Close everything down, then I can come back right in. I come right back in. But yeah, here we are.
you gotta get fans all over the computer.
I'm surrounded by my fans. They're here in the chat. No, I'm kidding. These guys.
So,
think I'm
I mean,
an asshole.
I've actually watched your videos like over the past year or two. I've stumbled on some of your videos and whatnot. Usually for your Switch content, and I definitely sit there with my notebook and say, "Oh, I need that one. I need that one. I need that one." But I watched the video that you came out with, not the Xbox video that you just came out with the Switch one. There was that visual novel that you
Yeah.
got. And I was watching that one this morning, and I was looking for it, and I'm like, shit, it's not fucking on eBay. This is ridiculous. So I actually asked my friend in England. He lives in Wales, actually. I can't say England, but he's checking his CSXs, and he said that one of them is in stock, and he's going to grab it from me. Actually.
You know what else? I did digging on that one as well, because I was talking to somebody in the comments section, and he's like, "Oh, I found some cheaper standard editions," and I looked into it, and I don't think there is a standard edition. They called it, so I have it right here actually.
Right,
So
World Instagram. Yep.
they called it the Day One edition. I guess that was its original name. So I found it on I think it was on the PQ website.
Right.
And when they were originally releasing it, so that's why I know it was officially called Day One edition. You'll see it on eBay as limited edition.
Mhm.
But I never saw anything for sale, like pre-order, before it was released. I only saw it mentioned on websites, this version only.
Well, I did see a couple sold listings today because I was looking, and I did see it without the box.
Yeah, so my theory is, this is just a theory,
Yeah.
that the ones out there that don't have the box is because they lost the box. Like, I think that this was the one and only retail version sold, because it's more commonly seen with the box. Like the quote non-box standard edition is even rarer than the friggin' box edition.
Gotcha. Yeah,
So
I mean that's
think,
always
I think
possible.
that they just lost the box, and it has a manual art book in here as well.
Yeah. No, it looks like a cool. It's right up my alley. I mean, I would definitely get that. I never knew about that game. I saw there's plenty of PS4 ones, and there's plenty of Asian copies of that on eBay, but not the PAL. I guess they printed more than PS4 also.
They did PS4 as well. Yep.
Yeah.
Mr. Insano, do you fuck with any limited edition companies like limited run games, limited whatever games?
Yeah, I buy a lot of the limited run, obviously. Yeah, because they just happen to release the best games. That's just the way it is. They get all the better titles.
Right.
Super rare games, I get a lot of their games as well. I cherry pick the ones that I actually want, though, like the actual good ones, or the ones that I think will be good. And
my problem with super rare is you said super rare, right? for a period I was getting like everything, and then I was like, you know what, they're kind of coming out with some shit. So I said the same thing. Let me cherry pick, and then the ones that I was cherry picking and the ones that I didn't buy were the ones that skyrocketed like a month, and I was like, God damn it! Like fuck it, I'm going back to just getting everyone.
Is Super Rare a French company?
Oh,
They're UK, I think.
They're UK.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I was gonna say because they're French. That's the problem I have with them. But anyway, moving on. Hey, do you resell anything at all, or is everything you get bring in the collection for keeps, or does the collection fund itself through your filthy reselling habits?
I do resell. I only resell when I can get like a really good deal, and if it's a double or a triple or quadruple, etc.
Right.
So I do resell. I sell on eBay and local, depending on what I'm selling. Like if I'm selling a console, typically I do that local. I haven't done consoles on eBay yet. Maybe I should, but everything else is eBay. So just today, I shipped out a copy of Fight Night Champion PS3. I sold it on eBay. Like literally, the sale came in last night, so I
Cool.
shipped it out today.
Very cool. Yeah,
And
I mean, I like
Right.
I don't sell anything. Will loves selling.
No,
I've
I
told,
don't.
I've told him. I said, yeah, the same, almost same with you. Is if I get a pile of games and I have doubles, I don't sell them because I really don't have the time to or the patience. I'll just bring them to like my local retro store and I'll just use it for trade credit and get something, more expensive. That's what I'll do to fund my collection. But
The rumors of my sales are highly exaggerated.
No.
I'm
You're sitting on the
current-
street corner. You got your pant leg up.
Oh, stop it.
You're doing the little shaky shake.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I sell here and there. Maybe once every other month I'll sell something. Right now I'm in the middle of trimming down my PS3 collection.
Hey
And,
kid, you want this car mechanic simulator? I got it here.
No, that's buying.
Oh yeah, that's right. You
I-
swindled a 12-year-old out of.
I did not
out of-
swindle the 12-year-old. Jesus Christ. It was a little old lady, not a 12-year-old. I bought a decent game at a more than fair price at a gas station from a 12-year-old on a bicycle who I met through Facebook Marketplace. I don't know how that equates to me swindling him.
You swindled it.
It was his asking price. That was the price he had. I was like, yeah, I'd like to buy it. Okay, let's meet. And then I get there and he's a little fucking 12-year-old kid on a BMX. I mean, what am I going to do?
It was
funny.
I'm not going to tell him no. But
I want to know what he was doing with like car mechanic simulator or whatever the fuck that was.
he's making bad choices, obviously. That's what he's doing. So, Mr. Insano, where do you hunt? Where do you like to go to gather games?
You know what? I used to do Facebook Marketplace a lot. I did a lot of it back in, I'm going to say 2020 was when I got really hardcore.
Mhm.
And in my city, I was having a lot of luck. Like I was just hitting rare games, huge bundles, just buying them from dumb moms, right? This was when you could get Xbox 360 games, PS3, and Wii games for cheap.
Yeah.
And DS games, even DS games. One lady I bought, basically I could tell it was her entire collection of rare RPG DS games. Like she was clearly into RPGs. Everything was an RPG.
Right.
I bought everything for $20. And like the prices, just one game alone, there was a Dragon Warrior game. I think I got super lucky though. I put it on eBay above market value, $125. At the time, it was not worth $125, and somebody bought it.
Wow.
Yeah,
I used to do marketplace, but those deals are hard to get now.
Yeah.
So I don't really do marketplace anymore.
2020. That's about the cut, like right at the beginning of the cusp of everything.
Yeah, it's changed. It's you can't get Wii, PS3, and 360 for dirt cheap anymore.
Yeah.
So now
I think that we're out of the COVID landscape and whatnot. I think all of those prices are settling, and they will settle back down because everybody was home. They were buying games. There was demand. The resellers were going crazy, having a field day. Now everybody's back to work, and games are just going to go back to where they should be. I think You know,
No, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a little harder to put the genie back in the bottle because by now, soccer moms, they've all read the story of Mario Brothers selling for $1 million at auction, blah blah blah. Like, and that's why when you go on, sometimes you go on Facebook Marketplace and you see, oh look, here's a piece of shit game. Why is it $100?
give it time. Give it time.
Why is soccer $100? I don't know.
I think, and also the reason why you could get specifically 360, Wii, and PS3 games for cheap still back then is because nobody knew that they had value back then, or that
of
the
course.
prices were going up. And even now that's changed. Like everyone knows, there's rare Nintendo games stuff. You can't just get Nintendo games. You're not going to find a little Samson on Facebook
No.
Marketplace in some bundle from a dumb
Not-
mom. Just
yeah.
that era is over.
Not anymore. Definitely not. Everybody thinks they have gold now. Unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, everyone and everyone has access to cell phones now. All the moms are smart now. The moms have smartphones.
Right.
Right. Everyone knows, oh, before I sell this, let me check eBay. Let me check online. What is this worth?
Yeah.
Fucking moms, I swear.
Yeah,
Little old ladies. LOL stands for little old ladies. Are my favorite to buy from. Well, they used to be when I was out there, when I was a shark in the water. But now I've.
I mean,
now-
all my mom knows how to do on the cell phone is like play like her slot machine game, and that's all the phone is for. It's like,
Oh man, I can't wait until your mom starts selling off your collection. I'm flying to fucking Long Island.
If something happens, I'm gonna have to leave notes in every one of the games of what's expensive and what's not if something happens to me, because nobody in my family would know what the hell I have.
What our co-host James, who's not here, he's right now he's on a family trip. He has standing instructions if I pass away early to walk my girlfriend through the sale of my collection. So I've made arrangements. Do you Mr. Legally Insane, how big is your collection? How many what's the number?
I have no idea, actually. I've been meaning to count them up one day. I want to put them in one of those apps.
Yeah.
I've never done it. It just takes too long.
Dude, that is the only, I wouldn't know what I have without the app.
So you don't have Game Eye downloaded on your phone, and I mean, do you find,
I got nothing.
Do you ever find yourself rebuying the same game?
Yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem. I've rebought the same game a couple of times.
Yeah. I have the app and I still rebuy games.
Dude, it'll
be late at night. It'll be like eBay, and I'll be like, "Oh shit, I need that!" And then I get excited. I buy it now, and then I go to my app, and I'm like, "Fuck, I have that." And I have to email the guy. Can I cancel this?
Oh, you're one of those guys. Those canceling after he buys the game. I had a couple of those.
I've had to do it once. I've had to do it once or twice.
Next time someone cancels one of your orders on eBay, like just download the goddamn app, you son of a bitch. Track your shit. No, Game Eye is pretty good. I use it. I'm like a year behind. A year ago I stopped tracking shit, but I saw the Game Eye app, and it's fun. Oddly enough, whenever I sell something, the first thing I do is I go into my app, and it's like, I don't own this anymore. I don't own this anymore. And I take them out. But I need to start adding shit in, because I got about 100 games probably that are not cataloged. It's gonna be a problem. It was a problem just the other day. I rebought Mobile Light Force 2 on the PS2.
I remember that. Yeah.
Shit happens though.
I usually don't rebuy games, though. I will say that I usually know what I have,
right.
And if I am bidding on a game that I own, it's because I'm trying to get it for cheap to resell.
Right.
You are filthy.
It's getting more filthy as we're going on.
You are a filthy reseller. This is Retro Game Collector. This is the guy who said, "Hey, Will, you need to get this guy on your show," referring to you. And he's the one who initially contacted you, and who put us together. So thank you, Matthew, for introducing us to our lovely guest this evening.
And Matt, you'll just be getting your games back, because most of my games I've bought from you, Matt. So there you go.
Matt is filthy as they come when it comes to reselling.
Yeah.
He's got a collection. and then he's got inventory. You know what I mean? So it's like that with that guy. But,
And I will mention one thing that reminded me. So, of the complaints that I would get in the comments, it was never about me being a reseller, but another common complaint I get is about me having duplicate copies, multiple copies of the same game. That really pisses some people off. When they see I got 6 copies of, Need for Speed Most Wanted sitting on the shelf, 5, 6, 10 copies of Mario Kart, like that just pisses them off. And it makes me, you know what? It makes me want to buy more. Because those extra copies, I was originally going to resell them, and I'm still planning to resell them. But it just makes me want to get more copies just to piss off more people in the comments.
Wait, wasn't it Reggie last week that asked us if
you're buying more than one copy.
was a problem?
I almost did that recently too.
He saw a good deal online. He's like, I bought 5 copies.
I've done that. I watched that episode and I was thinking, man, I've already done that myself. Yeah. Sometimes it backfires though.
I can't do it. I mean, no matter how good the deal is, I'm fine with one. There's no way I need 5 copies of something sitting in a box. That's my personality though, is like, I can't get rid of anything. Like, I have everything since I was like fucking 5 years old. Like, I've never gotten it. And if I did get rid of something, it would haunt me till like the day I die that like I got rid of something. It'd be on my mind. And I still think about like things that might have gotten ruined, like in a flood at some point, like a pair of Doc Martens from high school that have like, I'm still like, oh man, I wish I had those boots back or something, it's just like, I don't know. I can't do it, man. So, but,
I made the mistake of selling some of my collection a long time ago and I regretted it. Right. And ever since then, I never sold a dang thing. Yeah. I vividly remember one game specifically, Pirates of Dark Water for Super Nintendo, very rare beat 'em up. I got it in a bundle. I bought it for like dirt cheap back in the day when you could get deals and dirt cheap games. And I ended up selling it. I remember I sold it for 25 Canadian dollars at the time, and it's worth a lot more than that now. Yeah. And I'm gonna have to rebuy it at one point. It's on my rebuy list.
Right. It's probably at the bottom of the list because it'll just piss you off that you have to rebuy it too.
Yeah.
You wake up in the middle of the night with a sweat. Pirates of Dark Water.
Checking the eBay app in the middle of the night. Oh, what's it at now?
Well, Mr. Insano, what is anything? Is there a holy grail out there that you're on the hunt for? Is there a Moby Dick you're chasing? Is something that's not in your collection that you friggin' want so bad you could taste it?
You know what? Well, there's a lot, but a more recent one, I'm gonna pull it up right now, is that because the price keeps going up, and I've been watching it go up every day, basically. It's a super rare game.
And every day
I'm actually waiting for. I'm hoping that they re-release it now. That it gets a re-release because I don't want to pay what it's going for.
That's a bad word. All right.
Yeah, it's Darkwood for the Nintendo Switch.
Oh yeah, I got that baby.
It only ever had a super rare games release.
Yeah. Yep. I bought that on a whim when that first went up for pre-order. I've actually played it too. It's not that bad. It's a dark game. It's a damn good game.
Unfortunately, the quickest way for a game to get reprinted is for it to hit a certain dollar mark, and then your fellow Canadians, those boys VGP, they'll be freaking turning on the fucking Xerox machine and pumping another one out.
So let me give you an example. Darkwood. I started watching this. I wanted to buy it. Almost did buy it. Probably as low as 125 Canadian dollars, roughly around that mark. Let's say 125, 150, and I was gonna buy it. And of course, I never did. And now I'm on eBay right now. Cheapest copy available with shipping to Canada is round up 400 Canadian dollars.
Jesus. So what's that American, like 350, something like that?
I'll check right now. USD to CAD 400 is 278 US dollars. So 280 US.
It's a pricey game right there.
I wouldn't risk it, dude. Not in today's day. Wait, they will reprint it.
To give you more context, that at 125 Canadian, when I wanted to buy it and was about to buy it, that was equivalent to $86 US.
Right. Yeah, you have to watch out because remember, wasn't Lovers a super rare game?
Yep, exactly.
And then
Yep.
what did Limited Run do? Like last year.
Is
They
that
made
the Valentine's Day game? The
No,
Valentine's Day? No,
no.
okay. I'm thinking of something else.
It's a
No,
party game.
Lovers was one of like one of the earlier like high dollar Switch games. It was really expensive, and since it's super rare, it's PAL only. It's PAL, and literally last year, Limited Run came out with an ESRB version. What 5 or 6 years after the PAL release came out? So
Yeah.
I mean, what's that game going for now? It's probably what $60 or something.
Yeah, I'm hoping they do that with Darkwood. Unfortunately, I hate to say that, but
Yeah.
at the same time, though, I keep eyeing Darkwood. Like I'm still to this day thinking about buying it. I wake up
Right.
every day, every single day,
Yeah,
and I think, should I buy Darkwood?
yeah.
Oh, Darkwood. Oh,
Like,
I wake up, yeah.
I always think that. I mean, anytime like with PAL games, it's like Limited Run's always going to have a chance to do it. You know what I mean? It's like because if there's no ESRB version, the window's open for it.
Yeah.
So.
And you know what? Limited Run did Darkwood for PS4.
Did they?
Yeah, they did, and that one's not worth nearly as much as the Switch version, obviously, which was super rare.
Yeah. Well, as I try to tell Will all the time.
Yes, Switch is more collectible than PS4. We
Thank
know.
you. You sure you know? Because you give me shit.
I'm sorry, but the little cute little odd size case, fucking weird. All right. The little tiny memory card that's inside that tastes like crap if you put it in your mouth. Fucking weird. All right.
Oh,
man?
but a
And
Vita
the
or
spines,
PSP case is fine.
What?
But a Vita or a PSP case is fine.
No, I don't collect those either, dude. Handhelds, no. I'm not playing on the bus. I'm not playing on the train. I don't. I'm good.
Would this change your mind though?
What's up?
Knowing that the cases for the Nintendo Switch are 30% thinner than the PS4 cases, meaning you can fit 30% more games on your shelf.
Yeah, but then you got to go up. You got to go up to your shelf and read each fucking one because my shit's not alphabetical.
You're not going to win him over and say no, you ain't going to win him over. He's going to come up with an answer for everything.
By color, by genre, by favorite. I got top shelf games. I got bottom shelf games. Just like liquor. And I can from across the room. I can see. Oh, I can tell what game that is. Why? Because of the spine. It's like PAL PS2 all over again with the freaking red and white spines, and then you got the fucking oddballs, which make your whole shelf look fucking whack. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of the. Well, I have a Switch. Don't get me wrong. I have a Switch collection. It's about 6 games, and it's for the kids. You know what I mean?
I want to know which games those are. Do you got them memorized? What do you got?
I got Hey You Pikachu, Hey You the Eevee one with the little ball on the bottom.
Let's Go Eevee, I think.
Yeah, Let's Go. Hey You, not Hey You. Let's Go. You're correct. Mario Kart 8. I'm looking over there, and I'm seeing across the room. Looks like there's a Zelda game over there. There's a couple other games in there. I don't know. The rest are behind it. I can't see it. These are the ones I can see up front. But
it sounds like they're the more popular ones. The Nintendo.
It's the first party stuff. The reason you buy Nintendo and collect Nintendo. But anything else? I mean, if you're serious about playing games and you're in it for the games, you're going to get the PS4 version, the PS5 version, because that same version on the Nintendo Switch will run like this. Burst your shit into flames.
I'll say again, though, a far majority of Switch games are like PS3 fucking games.
Dude, I don't think
they're Vita games.
I still find it hard to believe that the Switch is more powerful than a PS3. I just can't. I can't wrap my head around it. It's just what it is. I don't know. But hey, I love all video games. Don't get me wrong. I'm not an anti-switcher. I'm not a PlayStation fanboy and a Nintendo fanboy. What I just have a preference. And what
You know what?
It's PlayStation.
I want to mention I never intended to get a Switch. So I got my Switch whenever the red Mario Switch came out. I forget what year it even was. It might have even been 2021 when the red Mario
I remember
Switch
that one.
console came out.
It's about that.
I bought that day one. It sold out really fast too. Prior to that, I had no intention of getting a Switch, although I started buying games before I got the console. I should mention that. But I didn't want to get a Switch. I was retro only. I was done with modern. And I finally caved because this Switch era of gaming, this whatever generation we're on now, I noticed they kept re-releasing or remaking old retro games. You know, they're remaking the River City series, right? And they got the River City Girls. And they just kept releasing more and more of these 16-bit style games. The Octopath Traveler. Like, eventually I just caved. I had no intention of ever getting a Switch.
That's what got me to buy a Switch also. Before the Switch, I've said the story many times. Before the Switch, I wasn't gaming at all. I stopped at PS2. So from PS2 to Switch, I never owned a 3. I never owned an Xbox. I never owned a PS4. But a buddy of mine had it, and he's like, "Dude, you'd love it," because he knew I loved like retro games, you know, and he was like, it has so many of the retro games right in your hand. You can just fucking do it. You know, so that's what got me to get into it, you know, and then it snowballed.
Yeah, same here. I originally had, 10 games. And I thought, that's all I need. I only need 10 games.
Yeah, I mean,
I only need this chair.
My Switch collection now is up to 809 roughly. Probably about almost 900 really, because there's probably some imports that aren't in the app. So yeah,
I think I'm at roughly 650.
Yeah.
And I know that because my shelf, I know there's 25 games in a row on the shelf.
Right.
So I know it's like I think the shelf has about 600 games on it, and then everything else is overflow.
Right. No, they add up quick, man.
What kind of shelving do you employ for your collection?
I don't have anything special. I only have one really good, high quality, tall shelf. The rest I just got them on Amazon.
Right.
Yeah.
They're just standard Amazon ones. I wish they were taller because I could fit more games.
You gonna chase the? You gonna get the Switch 2 when it pops? When it drops?
Probably not at release. I don't think I'm gonna get it right away. I'll wait a while. I think.
You'll wait until somebody's.
But you'll be getting the games day one.
As a tragic accident.
Yeah, maybe. That's the thing. Like, I don't want to get it. I don't want to get it. But the problem is, these game developers and publishers have realized that these retro style games and these remakes sell.
Yeah.
And so I have to buy.
Yeah. The only thing I don't want to see, which has been a trend over and over and over again, Switch 2 comes out and then all of a sudden they start re-releasing original Switch games with Switch 2 packaging or this or that. You know what I mean? Like, now it has a, here's Mario Kart 8 with or I don't fucking know.
No, they're probably going to do that. There'll be a Mario Kart 8 re-release with all the DLC for the Switch 2.
Exactly. I mean, there is that physical copy out there, the UAE copy.
But you know what? I don't think it has all the DLC. It only has some of the DLC.
It's such controversy with it. There's two versions, and from what I understand, there's two versions. There's the version that doesn't have the last two pieces of DLC on it, but there's another version that does have it all. But the only way to know is to open it and look at the numbers on the back of the cartridge.
Dang.
So like the last batch, the first batch that VGP got, they said that it was the updated cart, and they sent out everybody, and everybody was pissed off because it wasn't the updated cart. So then they got it again. They said, we fucked up. This is the updated cart. So like all of the newer ones do have the updated cart with all the DLC. Who knows?
According to Weicker, Limited Run is gonna re-release all the Switch games on Switch too. So
Pretty much, yeah, I could totally see them doing that too. You know, I mean,
It's easy money, right?
come on, we're gonna get River City Girls, the whole set
Mm.
again. We're gonna get the Turok set again. We're gonna get I just look around, you know. We're gonna get all the Shantae games again.
You know what they've been doing now? They do the compilation carts. That's how they get you now.
Right.
So like Bitmap Bureau, they came out with man, I'm gonna check it out right now. I'll tell you. It's got three previously released single games on it, and then they just release a compilation with all games on it, all three of them. And they know that people are gonna double dip. They already bought the 3 games previously. Now they're gonna get the triple cart.
Yeah, Sean is the king of the double dips.
Yep.
So, Mr.
Well, did you
Legally
hear about
Insane
the
Game- Go ahead,
am I
Sean.
freezing up?
No.
Did you hear about
just
like
interrupted
the
again.
the Doink Soft collection?
Yeah, that one too.
Yeah, well, if I tried it out, okay, because I also have like the individual games like Gato Roboto and whatnot.
Mhm.
So I had Gato Roboto in. I think it was that game. It's one of the games, and just a single cart. Then I put Doinksoft in. When I put Doinksoft in, it has an updated version. My Gato Roboto cart wouldn't work anymore.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. It
Yeah.
you downloaded an update,
It downloaded it. The cart for Doinksoft has an update that I think it's Gato Roboto. What's the other game on there that was I can't remember the other game that's on that compilation. It's either that game or the other game that was physical.
It's got Demon Throttle and Gunbrella.
Oh yeah, no, okay, it was Demon Throttle. The Demon Throttle cart, the single cart won't work if you put Doinksoft in and load that onto your Switch. Meaning, like, in order if you wanted to play the single cart of Demon Throttle, you would have to totally uninstall everything of Doinksoft.
Yeah,
Because remember, Demon Throttle was physical only, right? So there's no digital update for that game.
Mm.
And there is an update on the cartridge for Doinksoft. So that's what screws it all up.
Did they ever fix that, or have you
No.
not checked it since?
From what I know, they haven't fixed it. I haven't heard anything.
What are you playing? What are you currently playing right now? Insano. What's in your console, or which console?
So I brought a couple examples. I don't get much gaming time. I'll throw that out there first. A lot of people think that I'm gaming like 24/7. So if I have unlimited free time, I don't have unlimited free time. But I'm still playing through World
Very
End
cool.
Syndrome. I'm really enjoying that one. It starts off really slow, but it does pick up.
Mhm.
And I'm using a guide because you need a guide. I'm playing Record of Lodos War as well.
Ooh, nice.
You guys
game.
played this one?
Yeah, I played that. Good game.
I'm familiar with the older versions, but no, I've never played it.
I'm really enjoying that one. Symphony of the Night clone. I think I probably enjoy it more than the average person because I really like the anime. I'm an OG big fan of the OG Record of Lodos War. So when they trigger the nostalgia that they got all the characters from the OG in it.
No, yeah, it's a definitely cool game.
I've been playing some Felix the Cat.
Nice.
As well.
Nice.
But you know what? I will mention one thing too. I'm playing Felix the Cat, but the whole time I'm playing it, I've been thinking, it's not the same as if I had it on a Nintendo cartridge with the NES controller. It's not the same.
Do you have the NES Switch controller?
No, I don't. No, that would probably help a little bit at least.
Yeah. It does
I wish
help.
I did. Yeah. I need to get one maybe.
Yeah. No, it helps.
Are you usually playing?
But it still doesn't feel the same.
Are you usually
Sorry,
playing
Will.
docked, or are you holding the thing in your hands?
No, I'm playing docked, so I'm playing on TV, and I use a Pro controller.
That's the way to go.
Let me try and fix this. Hold on.
You're gonna flip upside
Too
down
bright
again, are
now.
you? All right.
No, the Pro controller is the way to go, man. That's a great controller. You know, I think most Switch haters don't realize that there is a Pro controller.
Switch
sit there-
haters.
Yeah. I think they sit
No,
there
sir.
and go, "It's too small for my hands," and I'm like, "Get a Satisfy grip if you're going to hold it, or get a Pro controller. you need them."
The Joy-Cons are pure garbage. I would never use
Oh,
the Joy-Con.
definitely.
Reggie would like to add, Record of Lawless War is an awesome game. I tried to get Will to buy it, but he said he would rather spend his hard-earned money on a skin flick. And this is a shining example of a lie. That is a lie, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know.
No, I know, and I'm letting you know. I'm informing you that is a lie. All right, guys. We got a smattering of news. Let's jump into it. Let's get through this real quick. News. GameStop wants you to pay them for taking in your console. This story comes to us from the Reset Era forums, from the poster Soul Masadi Soul. So our boy Soul here, he tried to trade in a PS4 Pro with no HDMI cable, no controller, no charging cable for the controller. And the cashier punches into the computer, boop, 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 and it tells him, yeah, you owe us $5. If you want us to take this off your hands, you owe us $5.
Is that because it didn't have the controllers and stuff?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, for everything that because that's all they want, all that stuff with it. They want the HDMI cable, they want the controller, and they want the charging cable for the controller. And if you don't bring that in, they subtract. I don't know. The math wasn't mathing, and he said, "All right, well, we'll take it, but you got to give us $5." That's what they said to him. And then, yeah,
what up, radio?
And for the Xbox One he brought along, yeah, he would have to owe them $20. So,
I don't know how GameStop fucking does anything with like like a smile on their face. I mean, none of their policies make any sense at all. Open up every game. Oh, it's new. It's like, no, it's not new, but it's new. You gotta.
Well, these employees, they're a slave to the system. They can only do what the damn thing tells them to do. They can't freaking, they can't use their own minds. They can't logically figure out a problem. They got to do what the computer tells them.
I would fight that tooth and nail. I wouldn't be able to work in a place like that. I would with just such idiocracy. It's just like it wouldn't jive with me, man. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, it is what it is. Let's see here. Okay, so them crafty folks over on Reddit, they noticed that a Swiss retailer had listed GTA 6 for pre-order, and they priced it at about 99 Swiss francs, putting it at about $112 US. The fact of the matter is, this is likely a placeholder, and no retailer will know until the price has been made officially public. The store did answer some customer questions, though, about the listing. One user asked if the price was accurate, to which they replied, "Yeah, it is for now." So far, the only official word about the game from Rockstar is we're looking at a fall 2025 release date. So there you go.
I can see it being 100. Definitely.
Yeah.
It'll be $100 for the standard physical, but if you want like some weird digital only version that has like 5 other options that the physical's not going to have, it'll be $130 or something like that.
We'll see what happens. I'm gonna play the game. I'm gonna play the hell out of the game. I'm looking forward to this game because I played GTA 5 back in the PS3 and the early PS4 days. I played the shit out of that online. Do you ever fuck with any games online, Insano?
Ooh, not for a long time.
No,
back in the day.
I enjoy a good online game, but looking forward to that. That's coming down the pipe soon. Limited Run is attempting to ruin the sanctity of yet another game. Under Defeat, the only physical shmup released in the North American region on the PS3, is coming soon. It is, however, not part of the LRG collection, nor is it a numbered release. LRG are distributing the title on behalf of Clear River Games. Under Defeat goes on sale on March 18th. So there you go.
There we go. You gonna be picking up your copy, Will?
No, I'm going to be selling my PS3 copies. What I'm going to be doing. And
I was thinking the same thing.
So if you're looking for a copy of Under Defeat, hold on a minute.
I got a sealed copy if you want to buy it. If anyone wants to buy it.
Here is an example of another Feet game. There you go. I don't know. Under Defeat. Get it? Defeat. All right. Bad joke. But anyway, moving along here. Let's see what else we got in the news. All right. So it was Mario Day on March 10th. So Nintendo put a bunch of Mario related games up. I'm not a fan of this story. There you go, Mario. I've seen people try to sell this every year. Someone tries to sell this gallon of milk for $50. It's not a joke.
It's open too. It's an open.
I guarantee some dickhead out there somewhere has this on their shelf. But yeah, save on select games featuring Mario and friends. So they had a sale. Here's some of the games. The Switch went on sale from $349 down to $284. That's not a bad discount. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, you can see the prices. Anyway, these sales are available through March 16th, which I believe is tomorrow. So if you want to get yourself some deals on some Mario stuff, there it is. All right. Well, let's see what else we got in the news. Oh, okay. I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is they're opening up a second Nintendo store in the United States, and the bad news is, oh no, that's the wrong one. It's in San Francisco. So on May 15th, Nintendo will open the doors of Nintendo San Francisco. I don't know if this news has reached you, Legally Insane, but the streets of San Francisco are covered in human feces.
I've heard, yeah. Well, I was gonna ask, are they opening that store downtown? I certainly hope not.
That's probably where it's going. And there's actually an app you can download. It's Feces Finder, and it's people, they're walking down the street, they take a picture of feces and they enter in the app, and it geographically locates it so you know where the poop is and where to avoid it. And I'm not joking. Go download the app, available in the App Store and the iPhone Store now.
And not even that, like all the robberies that take place in that city too. I mean, that's the capital of like just smashing and grabbing. So.
Yeah, people just run into stores because I guess they're just not allowed to fuck with you there. And,
it's like they might have just changed the law, but it was for a long time. It was anything under $1,000, they won't even catch it. They'll just let you walk out. So
I've seen the clips. Yeah,
I need to go to San Francisco before the next Christmas. I have kids, and this shit ain't cheap. All right, so next bit of news: Silent Hill F.
Jesus Christ! How many beers you have there, Willie?
It's just a 1, 2, 3. Silent Hill F is up for pre-order on Amazon and other video game retailers for $69.99. Now, while this game's announcement isn't anything special, the disclaimer from the website does raise some eyebrows. So it reads, please read before playing. This game contains depictions of gender discrimination, child abuse, bullying, drug-induced hallucinations, torture, and graphic violence. And here we have the control scheme for the game. Misgender, abuse, child, bully, eat hallucinogens. So there you go. That's that guy.
So by reading that, I can say already this game's going to be fucking awesome.
Are there any games out there, Mr. Legally Insane, that make you say, man, I wish I had a PS5? Oh, man, I wish I had an Xbox, whichever fucking one they're on now.
Oh, dang, that's a good question. Not very often, but something like a Silent Hill.
Mm.
That's when I wish, Nintendo was a little bit more powerful than it is. I was eyeing, you know what? A big one, the Final Fantasy VII remakes. That's the big one.
Oh
I was
yeah,
I was tempted to get a PS4 or a PS5 just for that game.
they are so good.
Yeah,
They're
I would
quality.
love to play those games. You
Did
have
you
no
grab
idea.
Plenty of hours of playing too.
did you grab the Pixel remasters at all?
You know what? I didn't. I might still pick them up at some point. I've never really had a big desire to get them, believe it or not.
Right.
Yeah, I grabbed mine off of Woot because it's a good deal. It's like $40 it was what it was going for. I don't know if you can find it that cheap anymore, but sometimes even if you don't really want the game, a fucking sale like gotta grab it, gotta get it. But only one copy. Reggie, if you're listening, only one copy. Otherwise, you are filthy. All right.
It was on sale not that long ago. I want to say like around Christmas time, it was on sale.
Yeah, I think it's still up on or at least last week it was, and I think it was down to like almost $29. Maybe just the PS4 copy, but I didn't see if there was a Switch copy up there. Do you guys have Woot up in Canada? Can you use Woot?
If we can, I've never heard of it.
It's owned by Amazon. It's basically Amazon's clearance warehouse. So it's a separate app that you can download, and every week they basically just put loads and loads of new games on there for like $15, whatever.
You know what? It's probably all the returns.
Could be.
That-
I mean,
that must be what it
I've
is.
never gotten anything damaged or anything, or it's just the overstock. It's stuff like that. So I don't know if it's out of the U.S. So
It used to be a little nice little secret spot, but then it got blown up like everything else does in this internet era. Yeah. But I like it because I got Amazon Prime, and if you got Amazon Prime, you get free shipping through Woot. Just boop, 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 and you're in. It's fucking great.
I mean, sometimes games as low as like $4.99. It's just fucking ridiculous. Like new games.
According to Tyler, I guess he's one of your countrymen. No, don't think we get it in Canada.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Wait a couple months. You guys will be our 51st state, all right? Get some Woot going there.
Reggie, don't. Reggie would like to remind let everyone know that I'm cheap, and he once saw me open my wallet and the brick fell out. This is another lie, and you don't want me to retell the story of filthy reselling you tried to commit on me. So just be careful there, Reggie. All right.
Wait, I gotta quickly mention a filthy reseller story that I did have. When they did all the Christmas sales, Boxing Day sales, I think it was on VGP. I bought a couple of games that went down as cheap as $20 for the purpose of reselling on eBay, and I've already sold, I think, 2 out of the 3 that I bought. And later they increased the price. So the sale price was originally $19.99 Canadian, and then like within days they increased it to $29.99 Canadian.
Oh, it's crazy.
Because people like me, I think, that were buying the copies to resell them.
Yeah,
Are you doubling up, tripling up on these?
Works out that way.
Yeah, sometimes I'll, like, if I'm gonna buy something to resell, if it's on sale, I don't normally buy too many copies. Like I'll get maybe 2 of one specific game. I don't think I've ever gotten more than 2 copies.
So filthy. All right, guys, let's get we're gonna do this. This is the Facebook post of the week.
Facebook post of the week.
Facebook is my go-to social media of choice because I am old and shitty. And here we go. This comes to us from Shreveport, Bossier, buy, sell, trade, from Lakeith Yellowman Rob. I bought a PS5 Pro, so no longer need the PS5. I'm selling a 1 terabyte heatsink, SSD card, 4 games, cooling fan system, 14-day free trial, PlayStation Plus Premium, plus 1 controller, and you get a picture of his lovely child and wife on the side of the fucking thing.
That's fucking classic, man.
I'm tempted to buy it. $610. I don't know if it's a deal or not. Well, yeah, with the SSD in there, it might, but yeah, throw that cooling system out. Maybe knock $10 off the price, but yeah. Then you got
that's way too much money. That's an OG launch edition PS5.
it's going to be the more desirable one down the road.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, you can get them now for like what, $350? Aren't they $350? I don't even know what the price of his PS5 is right now.
I don't know. Ask.
I think my Pro was
yeah.
six. I think my Pro was 600. So the fucking regular one can't be fucking 600.
People still want the regular one, dude. I'll tell you, it's that detachable drive makes all the difference. For some reason, like the OG PS3 model. I think history will reflect that the PS3 5 original model is going to be the one that you want.
The GOAT.
Yeah, the one to chase. All right. Let's get into it. This is package time.
It's package time.
You weren't expecting this level of production, were you, Mr. Legally Insane Game?
It's pretty advanced. More advanced than what I can do, to be honest with you.
All right. Basically, this is package time. This is where we show off our pickups, our recent gets. We call it package time because I no longer hunt in the wild. Sean doesn't either. Do you hunt in the wild still? I mean, do you still hunt in the wild, or is it all eBay and?
It's mostly eBay and auction groups, but I have a pawn shop just down the road. So I go to the pawn shop once every now and then. I used to go every week, but it's just gotten, actually, long story short, I could get deals back then. That's why I went every week. Right up until literally January of 2022. Prior to that, they sold every single Xbox 360 game for $3 Canadian. Because they had no idea that the prices had gone up. Like, that made sense 5 years prior, but in 2022, I don't know if a new employee came in, like what happened. Something happened, and all of a sudden now they do eBay prices.
It sucks when that happens, and it happens. It's happening.
Yeah. I had a record store like that. It was called Mr. Cheapos, and man, I mean, everything in there was exactly what you'd expect. When you bought vinyl, $1, $2, like an old Kiss record or something like that, right? Nothing crazy. I went in there. I went in there like last year. It had been a long time since I'd gone in there, and the son took it over, and everything was at fucking Discogs prices. It was like $40 for like this record, $50 for this record. I'm like, fuck, man, I used to walk out with a stack like this, right?
In fact, like my original 360 collection, when I first started collecting, it all came from that pawn shop, $3 a game, and Facebook Marketplace. That was like the majority of what I have on those shelves. That was how I initially got those games.
Well, things of the past. Everything was better in the past. Unfortunately, it just keeps sucking more and more.
OG Xbox you can still get for reasonable prices. Surprisingly, I'm surprised it hasn't gone up.
Yeah, but they're all in terrible shape because people who had Xboxes don't take care of their shit.
I know. Just eat Cheetos all day long and fucking greasy cases.
Yeah, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna get this shit out of the way because I got 3 games to show off. So I'm gonna get this real quick. I bought this on the recommendation of a YouTuber who shall remain unnamed. This is Andro Dunos 2. I haven't opened it yet. This is
didn't Reggie tell you to buy that?
Never heard of the guy. So there you go. There's Andro Dunos 2. It is a shoot 'em up, one of my favorite genres of games to buy and play. So I am looking forward. Oh, it's a pixel art game. They're French, right?
Yes.
Ugh, God. All right. This is for sale. No, I'm kidding.
That's a great game.
Another game I bought because the price was right. This is not on my radar. I had no intention of ever getting this game, but my local shop recently, the owner is he's selling it all, and he's going to Florida. And I don't know why he's going to Florida, but and everything in the store is 20% off. So the price is right. So I picked up Data Live Rio Reincarnation. I did some digging on this game, figure out what the hell it was after I bought it. I usually do my research, watch, previews, game walkthroughs, figure out what the hell the game is, and to figure out if I want to buy it or not. This one I just bought because anime styling, waifu looking girls on the front, and look at that. I even get 1 month free of Funimation, which I believe is gone, no longer exists. This, it turns out, is a dating sim, and all the girls look underage. I don't feel right owning this, but here it is. On my in my collection, I'll probably put it in backwards on the shelf so you don't see the thing. But yeah, there you go.
You couldn't tell by the name of it that it was a dating sim. I mean,
no, I don't. Again, the price was right. I got grabbed by the price, and I like anime games. I like video games. I like anime, and so I bought that. Now, previously I bought this game. Now this is an old game. I've had this in my collection, but I brought it along. I bought this for the sole reason that this one game has the longest name of any other video game out there. And I'm going to read you the name because it's in Japanese. It's a Japanese game. And here's the title: Summertime High School, a young man's notes. How a new exchange student like myself ran into his childhood friend on a school tour, then for some reason became super popular with the girls for his daily scoops on the school photography club, even though he only takes panty shots, and what he thinks as he goes on dates during his during his summer of island school life. So hold on.
I'm a horny boy.
This is definitely a horny game.
is there English in that game?
No, this game is impossible to play for me. Yeah, even with Google Translate. I bought this game for the sole reason because it has the longest title of any video game. It's the world record holder. So that's why I bought that. And since I have the longest title, I figured I'd get the game with the ugliest cover. And this is it. This is Kokoto Fishing Master. I bought this just because it's fucking ugly.
That'll give you some nightmares at night.
Yeah, this is the ugliest cover in the world. And I own two of the Estes' games on my shelf. One longest and the ugliest. So I bought this $10 on Amazon. The price was right too.
There you go.
Yeah, it's sealed.
You gonna crack it open?
No, man, this thing, after appearing on this show, through the roof. You want to speculate? Here we go.
Uh-oh, VGP is gonna reprint it.
They don't go back this far. Their printer would break down at the sheer hideousness of the cover. So there you go, Kokoto Fishing Master, and yeah, that's all I picked up this week. All right,
is that anime game you had? The previous one, is that on the Switch as well? Do you
this
know?
one?
No,
the one with the long title.
The summer I went to high school and took panty shots. I don't know if it's on the Switch.
Yeah, because I know somebody that might want to buy that.
No, this was not for sale. This is the key.
might have to do some research on that one.
No, but yeah, it's a Japanese only game. Fucking long ass title, but yeah, those are my pickups for this week. Nice. All right, who wants to go next?
You can go, dude. You're our guest.
All right, I'll go. I only brought a couple. Maybe I should have brought more, but I brought how many? I got 4 games I brought.
Cool.
First one I got Killer Queen Black.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if anyone's played this. I haven't played it. It's still sealed. I just got it recently, but I got it because it appears to be a party game. It's a 4-player party game. You can actually go up to 8 players.
Yeah.
But if you go 8 players, you need 2 consoles for some stupid reason. So that I thought that was kind of dumb.
That it plays like I've played it. It's like one of the first Switch games I ever got. It's similar to like Joust.
Ooh,
like,
okay,
like,
yep.
You know, like the old Atari game. It sort of has that sort of mechanic, like a Snow Bros or Joust, like arcade type game. It's pretty fun and addicting, definitely.
And it's cheap too, so I picked it. Like, I love party games, right? My big thing is party games. I like RPGs and party games. I also got this one. I've heard bad things about it, but it sounds really awesome, even though I've heard it sucks. Furu Park for the Wii.
It does not sound good either.
It's 30 plus mini games.
I was
It's
gonna say
only
that looks like something you'd buy from the barbershop.
yeah, well, it looks like shovelware, and it might be, but it's very unique because it's all of the mini games are based on Taito arcade games.
Oh, really?
So everything from Tekken to Arkanoid, Bubble Bobble, Sonic Blast Man, Pocky and Rocky, Super Karate, skateboarding, Camel Maze, like all various generations of all Taito games. But it's only 2 players, so that part kind of sucks. But I've heard that it sucks, even though it sounds awesome. But
Wait,
I'll be the judge of that.
I
So-
might be into that. I think I'm taking a note on that one.
So is there a
Yeah, it's
Tekken
really
game?
cheap, too. It's really
Is there
cheap.
is there a Tekken game in it, or is it like a Tekken wannabe game?
It's like a Tekken based mini game. So everything is a mini
Okay.
game, but they're based on the arcade game. So right on the cover,
Oh,
you
I
won't be able to
I
see it, but
I see.
that's a fighting game example right there.
Gotcha.
Oh, nice. I'm looking on eBay. You get it for like $5.
Yeah, dirt cheap. But nobody knows about it on top of that. Like it's a game that just nobody knows about.
After this show, through the roof.
Price is going up, by the way. Yeah, price is going up. I'm not kidding around.
There's one on eBay, $3.
Let me okay, yeah. Then I've also got this is a really good game. Tennis 2K2 for Sega Dreamcast.
Okay, very cool.
Why I
you
got it was
you got the Williams sisters on there.
Williams sisters on the front.
Yeah, that's
But-
good spank bank material. Good to go.
I like tennis games in general for the 4-player party mode, but this particular tennis game has a really good 2-player co-op tournament
Okay.
mode. So you can go, which is like equivalent to your season, right? The closest thing you're going to get to having a season, going through a season with a buddy in 2-player co-op.
Right.
A really fun 2-player game.
Yeah, it's weird. Tennis and golf games, like you wouldn't think are good, but they are for some.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah.
What up, Steve? What up, Gort?
I used to play a lot of Wily Golf for N64.
Oh, okay. Yep.
That was a good one.
Definitely, that's a classic.
Last game, hopefully somebody here has played it, but don't give away any spoilers. I got the super rare Inmost. And I don't know much about it. It's like a puzzle platformer. I think you're playing 3 different characters. But what made me get it's very expensive. What made me get I think I was watching a review and I wish I could remember. I think it was just like randomly scrolling YouTube. And somebody was talking about this game and they were basically saying it's like the best game they've ever played in their life. And it's so good that he was saying it should be mandatory to play this game in like high schools. You know how it's like mandatory you read a famous book like The Great Gatsby.
Right.
Something like that. I had to read The Great Gatsby, some other famous books. It's mandatory that you read this, part of the curriculum. Well, this guy was saying that this is so good it should be part of the curriculum in like school. So that sold me on the game. I bought it right away.
That's quite an endorsement. Is it sealed?
It's still sealed. Yeah. The problem is I'm scared to open it.
I do have it, and I have, I think, faint memories of playing it. But I could be getting it confused with another game, so I'm not going to say anything about it. But if I hated it, I would have known right away that I hated it. So it's either I never tried it or I did try it. I can't remember.
It's one of those games that you do need to go into it kind of blind, like not knowing the story.
Yeah.
Don't go into it without having spoilers. You just got to experience it for yourself.
All right.
I'm stoked on that. Yeah.
All right, Sean, you're up to bat. What you got for us, dude?
Not too much this week.
What?
Yeah, not too much. A couple games. Okay, from Matthew Rothfuss, I picked up Mystical Fighter for the Genesis. So I was playing this for a good part of today. It's a great like 2D beat 'em up. Controls really well. Fantastic. From the limited run vault sale, I picked up Rocket Birds 2 for the Vita. I wasn't sure what the hell this game was until I started playing it, and this game is addicting as hell. It's like a 2D shoot 'em up, but it's like twin stick shoot 'em up. Not shoot 'em up, run and gun. So it's not shoot 'em up. 2D side scrolling run and gun twin stick shooter. And there's also like sort of like puzzle elements into it where you have to like control other characters to get them to do like open doors for you and whatnot through the levels. So it's pretty neat. Pretty neat mechanic. Gets a little confusing. For the Evercade, we got the Broken Sword 1 and 2 collection that popped in this week. I have never played these games. They don't look like things that I would be into. I think they're point and click games. Are they point and click PC games? Yeah. Never into that.
They're point and click games, but they're very famous games.
Yeah, I've heard of them. I just never played them. Indie Heroes 4 collection. So every month, Evercade comes out with like free games on the consoles that like indie games. So after a certain amount of months, they put them all onto a cartridge. So this has like Flea 2 on it, which is a pretty well known game. Has a couple games called Murtop, The Curse of Illimore Bay. I think there's about 10 games on this. So they're all newer indie games. Oh, 11 games. It says it right on there. All right. From Limited Run, we got Gimmick 2 for the Switch. Haven't tried this one out yet. Just came. Most of these came yesterday, so I haven't tried any of them out. VGP reprinted one of the Sheeran games I did not have, the Tower of Fortune and Dice of Fate. So my collection is complete for the Sheeran the Wanderer games. Thank you, VGP.
Is it a samurai?
Yeah. It's like
funny head.
Yeah. You'd love it. It's like top-down Zelda type graphics. You'd love it. Also from Matthew Rothfuss, I got the Rose and Camilla collection. So
now there's a game I want, and that I want that. Just two women slapping each other like Mexican soap opera style. It's just so something about that speaks to me, and I want.
Yeah, the game is basically just a slapping sim. So I remember when it came out, for some reason I was like, I don't want to pre-order this, and then like right after it like stopped being on pre-order, I like regretted it, and I was like, crap, I'm never gonna get this. And then Matt had it. Matt had just gotten it the other day, and he sold it to me. So there you go.
Is the price going up on that one? Because I might want that one too.
I think it's around 65-ish, somewhere around there. I have been like hearing about this game more and more. So if that's any indication,
gonna add that to my list here.
That is called a buzz.
For the PS5, Japanese import Night Slashers remake. This is a remake of the classic Data East arcade game. Pretty much it's the same. Yes. Pretty much it's the same exact game, with more like modernized graphics, like Streets of Rage 4 type graphics. Quick game, plays really well. If you like, it's a horror. If you don't know about it, it's a horror themed beat 'em up where you're basically just fighting zombies and monsters. It's like 6 or 7 levels. 4 different characters you can play through. It's a fun arcade game. WWE 2K25, yay! So this morning I was like, I got myself amped up. I said, I haven't played any of these modern wrestling games, so I want to play this. So I put it in the PS5, knowing that it was going to take all freaking day to load up. So I said, all right, I'll put this in. I'll put it in the background, and I'll play Mystical Fighter. I also played not one of my
shit,
pickups. but Khalid
Is-
for the
he's
first
cutting
time.
out.
Sean, can you hear me?
It was amazing. Anyway, I'm coming back. I'm back. All right.
All right, he's back.
I'm back. All right. So so after about 11 hours of downloading, I played about a half an hour of this, and I said, "Okay, this game sucks," and I deleted it off my console. The controls suck. I don't like it. There's too much of a learning curve. Fuck this game.
Heck, and Steve loves it, and Gore loves it. So
Well, you guys probably don't use extra jump in games either. So there you go. Dwarf. I played this yesterday. No, yesterday. What's today? Saturday? Yeah, I played this yesterday. This game is really awesome. It could be on the Switch too, but it is a tower defense dungeon crawler. So basically, top-down Zelda-like graphics. Your only weapons are like these like weapons right here, like a blade that goes flying around, or like a crossbow that shoots. So you got hordes of monsters coming at you, and basically you have to put these things in the right places to kill them. It gets pretty challenging, and the story is actually really good on this too.
Wait, is that one 2-player?
No, 1 player only. 1 player only. So that
Sean,
just came out this week.
you're getting torn up in the comments. Gore heard you drink boba tea. I don't know what that means.
I do like boba tea, Gore. Thank you.
You love the balls. Sorry,
I do like the balls. All right. Gimmick 2 for the PS5. Double dipping.
Double dipping.
Yeah. Finally, after everyone else in the world got their copy, Limited Run finally decided to send me Humanity. I don't know. I don't know what this game is. It looks like you control all these people or something.
It looks like the Rapture is what it looks like for me.
I don't fucking know. I don't know. It could be interesting. I don't know. We'll check it out. And then finally, to end it off on a high note, Ambulance Life. It's better than WWE 2K25. So there you go.
Yeah, we haven't played it. It's better.
All right, that's it.
You like pumpkin spice lattes too? Ada Durancet, he backs you up in your boba, and
I've heard good things about Humanity. Yes.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, humanity's fucked. Well, currently, speaking, but anyway.
Yes, James. I like Dwerve over 2K25. Yes. Dude, I started playing the game. I was getting wrecked. I played like 4 matches. I was like,
Wait, you're getting wrecked? What?
I couldn't even throw one fucking punch. It made no sense. I was like, what the hell's going on? I'm pressing buttons. I'm moving things. The guy's not moving. I don't need the learning curve. I want to play a wrestling game. I want to run up to the guy and fucking throw him down, So it's just
yeah, Ambulance Life is rated M. It's because you're fucking gonna pick up bloody corpses off the street.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Oh,
heck, and Steve's unsubbing because
Easy Gamers.
What up, Easy? How you doing, man?
What did Sean say? Unsubbed. Oh, and Sean cost us yet another subscriber. Speaking of subscribers, Legal and Say, how's your channel doing? How long has your channel been at it?
Ooh, well, funny story. Technically speaking, I've actually been around for like 10 years, I guess, technically. But when I first started, I didn't really have a need. So, okay, let me give you the longer version. My original idea behind the channel isn't what the channel became. So the original name of the channel was Party Game Network because I originally wanted to play party games. And I'd have my friends come over, we film it, we play party games. But I found out, well, nobody wants to be on camera. So that kind of failed out. That didn't work out. And so eventually it morphed into a retro gaming channel. And then eventually what got the channel traction, because I've been around, like I said, been around for 10 years, only started getting traction recently. It's slow, but I'm getting traction, right? And what started taken off was when I started talking about the prices
Right.
of the video games.
Yeah.
That sort of niche appears to be an untapped market for that.
Mhm.
And there's people just like me or you out there that like talking about prices, and it's part of the hobby.
Yep. Yeah.
Well,
No,
yeah,
definitely. It's a it's a good quick. It's not a quick way, but a quicker way to find new stuff that you haven't heard of. New games. You watch 10 different guys are going to have 10 different theories on what games are rare or this or that. And then there you go. You got like 200 games that you never even heard about. So
Exactly. Yeah, it's about finding those hidden gems, those diamond in the rough games that the market ignored.
right.
And a lot of times they're actually good games. And a lot of times these games got bad reviews. That's a very common theme you'll notice. The games
Oh
when they
yeah.
first came out, like Prison Break, getting terrible reviews, nobody wants it. And then it turns out many years later, well, wait a minute, maybe it's really not that bad of a game.
Right.
Right? Or it could be any game. It doesn't have to be Prison Break, but a lot of times that's a very common theme that I'm noticing is these games get bashed to hell by these so-called reviewers. You get a 2 out of 10 on your review, and then nobody buys the game. And then years later, people start to realize, it's a 7 out of 10. Hey, it's not a 10. It's not no Halo, but there's some fun to be had here.
Exactly.
Do you know Easy Gamer? Are you familiar with his content?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I watch his videos too. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He always comments on my videos as well.
Filthy confirmed. Okay, Jesus Christ. Filthy reseller confirmed. I'm just busting your balls. But Heckin' Steve, he says he enjoys your channel. Are you familiar with Heckin'?
Yeah, I'm subscribed to Heckin' as well. Yeah.
Yeah, be careful. You might appear in his next video.
I'm hoping so. I can use the exposure. What's that old saying? There's no such thing as bad publicity.
No, I think there is.
Oh, is there?
It's appearing. It's a filthy reseller on Heckin' Steve's channel. I'm kidding, dude. I love it. Oh man. So 10 years. Which YouTubers do you watch? Who do you?
Oh, me.
like?
Yeah. You know what? Somebody out there, let me know if you know this YouTuber. My favorite YouTuber is actually Bithead 1000.
Oh, dude, I love Bithead.
Yeah, I friggin' love Bithead. He's the best.
You know me. I got a funny story about Bithead, right?
Uh-huh.
He's from Long Island, right?
Yep.
That's where I'm from. So my cousin, my cousin's wife gets in touch with me, and she says, "Oh, my brother's really into video games and this and that." And I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." She's like, "Yeah, he does all this stuff he makes consoles and everything." I'm like, "Oh, weird. Yeah, he puts it on YouTube." And I'm like, "What? Send me his channel." And it's Bithead 1000. I'm like, so I'm sort of related to him, but I've never met him. He's my cousin's.
That's crazy.
He's my cousin's wife's brother. And then I asked last time I saw her a couple months ago. I was like, "Can you get your brother on the show? Because I don't know how to get in touch with him." And she was like, "I don't know. I'll see." Because he would be fucking hilarious on this show.
Is that guy? The guy that's always bitching about his wife and shit.
Yeah.
In the parking lot. No, yeah, that guy's funny as shit.
And I love the fact that he films in his shed. It's like his only solace from escaping his wife and kids. They don't even let him bring video games in the house, I don't think. They just say, off to the shed he goes.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's such a great show. It's such a great show.
Plays video games in his shed, doesn't even have a chair to sit in. He just has to stand up and play video games out of his shed.
And then the CB radio, like when it starts making noise, he starts smashing it with a hammer. It's like, why'd you put it on in the first place?
Yeah, it's like, why'd you turn it on? He turns it on every episode. Yeah, he stopped doing that for some reason. It was hilarious. I don't know why.
I think he finally broke the damn thing.
All right, guys. We have a running segment on the show. When we get videos from the guy, we run them.
Nice, easy got Rogue Flight yesterday. Sorry.
Oh my! Said that the game's ruined. I'm gonna. This is a rerun. We have a friend of the show. The Pappas report. Have you seen the Pappas report before legally?
I don't think so. No, does not ring a bell.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and this is a rerun because he didn't give us a show this week.
We're digging into the archives.
Yeah, we're digging into the archives. Sean didn't want to do this. No, don't do that. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. This is the Pappas report rerun.
It's the Pappas report with Michael Pappas. It's gonna be chaotic. All right, bye.
On it, but I don't wanna like.
But think about who buys this, okay? You bought. I didn't buy that one.
You bought 2 copies.
Okay, but I'm a special case. And then my doctor and my wife and my mother say so. But listen, at the convention, you're gonna move that because you have boys wearing cat ears with boners on all day, and they go because they have boners. All right.
They're walking. All
right, boots on the ground. I'll see you guys at GameStop.
Oh shit! I pressed a button. I don't know what the hell I did. All right, so there we go. All right, so there you go. So
that was it. That was the.
That's it. That's all you're getting. If you want to see the rest of that Pappas report, check out the old shit. We need to make a Pappas report clip show. He's,
Yeah.
He lives in Queens, New York. He's really New Yorky, and it's I don't know. Just listening to Sean. Sometimes Sean's accent falls out. It's just it's like it's funny. Yeah, I think it's funny. But anyway, are you in a big town, League Insane, or is a small town? I mean, is it easy for you? Do you have GameStops in your town? How many do you have?
It's like a normal sized town. I think there's maybe 90,000 people. There's we used to have a really good retro game shop, and it actually went out of business. A lot of drama going on with that shop. Actually, that's maybe a tale for another day. The owner had a lot of heat, and we think all of his items were stolen. On top of that, 99% certain they were. A lot of the crackheads would be in and out of there all day.
Oh shit!
But that store eventually closed down. But it was a good store. The selection was off the chart because there's nothing else. Like the next town away is an hour away, right? Next town away to find a proper retro game store.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's only the closest thing we have is there's an antique shop that converted to a gaming store, sort of. He's like a half antique store, half retro game store now.
Okay.
But it's his inventory is growing. He's trying to get more into the retro game side, but there's not much available locally other than the pawn shop. All roads lead back to the pawn shop.
Is there a lot of turnaround, or like can you go there once and then like you have to wait like 6 months to go back to see something else new?
Yeah, you gotta wait 6 months.
Yeah.
To get something good, you gotta wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got a couple of good games from him. Like I picked up his Castlevania Legacy of Darkness, I think it was for N64.
Oh,
like
cool.
He'll get a rare game every now and then. Really, really good one. Hard to find game. Just not very often.
Right.
You brought up crackheads, and you know what, man? If you live in the bad part of town, the crackhead is the best plug you can have. You know what I mean? Because if you're awake at the right time of the night and they fucking come knocking on your door and they got a pile of games, you know, $5 in a cheeseburger. Let's fucking go. I remember back in the day, I lived in a questionable part of town. And I guess, I don't know, it was an apartment. I don't know if it was the previous people who lived there or what. But 2 a.m., crackhead knocking on the door. And this is in the early days of DVD. The crackhead had a DVD player and a fucking pile of DVD movies. All he wanted was $10. And fucking I busted open the cookie jar or the piggy bank on that one. I'm counting out nickels and pennies. Yes, sir. So yeah, if you can find a motivated crackhead, there's nothing like it. They fucking get yourself a good deal.
That's what I need to find. I'll be getting little Samsons, $20.
Right.
I'll have multiple little Samsons lined up on my shelf. That'll really piss off the viewers.
Fucking Crackhead Express, man. So question from Easy Gamer. He wants to know why / how the diaper thing started. We featured the diaper, the adult diapers, in our thumbnail, and they are a prominent part of your show. Could you tell us how the diaper thing started?
So actually, Well, I've been wearing adult-sized diapers a long time now, many years. You know, I'm playing retro games all day. I'm playing the best games ever made. Final Fantasy 3, Super Nintendo. King of Dragons, Super Nintendo. Right? When you're playing these sort of games, you're gonna learn real quick. You need to be wearing a diaper. But I never originally had this box of diapers up here. And it was actually a friend of mine that mentioned it because I'm talking about the diapers all the time. I started talking about that in my episodes. And a friend of mine finally mentioned one day, he's like, you know what? Why don't you go and display a package of diapers? And I said, that's freaking genius. And
There
ever
you
since
go.
then, yeah, the diapers, that same box of diapers is still here. And it doesn't move. It never moves.
I'm gonna have to try that out. I mean, I just shit in my pants all day anyway, so
Yeah, I mean, that's what I used to do until I
Yeah.
started wearing adult diapers.
right.
You know, here in America, the leading adult diaper is Depends, and I'm not familiar with was it Tina brand?
It's the Tina brand, yeah.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a Canadian thing. And there's such a thing as a Depends party, and that's where a bunch of late teen, early 20-year-olds get together, and everybody puts on a diaper, and the first person to piss in their diaper gets a prize. The first person to shit in their diaper gets a prize, and the heaviest diaper at the end of the night, they also receive a prize.
Well, hold
So,
on.
yeah,
What's the prize?
I've heard of those parties.
It's a cash prize, you know. There's beer, there's lots of beer, lots of alcohol, it's flowing, and it's just a bunch of.
And I guarantee there are no chicks.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, this is a very serious podcast. We are serious video game journalists.
We are
on
the
this
leading
program.
edge of all serious news. All right, there, Gore.
Oh man.
And
Yeah,
also, just so you know, I do
pausing the
have,
shit in the toilet is amateur.
I do have games, Sega CD and Sega Saturn games behind this
Ooh,
box
very
of diapers.
nice.
No,
Die
Very
Hard
nice.
Arcade.
Great game. Great game.
Die Hard, but with the soft diaper.
That's why I
TNA.
got the portal. Yeah, I just switch and pick up.
In fact, before the diapers, Die Hard Arcade is what was here. You would see Die Hard Arcade.
All right.
And then when the diapers came out, I realized Die Hard Arcade's got to.
The diapers
doesn't make
are
cut anymore.
far more useful. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't even have a Sega Saturn. Those are my own. I own Die Hard Arcade and Die Hard Trilogy.
How many games how many consoles do you collect for that you don't own the console for? We've determined now we got two. We got PS4 and Saturn now.
I think it's just the two, just PS4 and Saturn.
There you go.
Where'd you get the Saturn games?
I got them on eBay a long time ago. I'm a huge fan of this stuff. I played this game in the actual arcade, and it's just such a good game. I had to buy it without even owning the system.
Yeah, that is a great game. You better be careful though and hide them because Right Way is going to be coming knocking at your door trying to get them for fucking dirt cheap.
Diaper simulator.
Trying to convince me they're worth $5.
Yeah. He's going to charge up his little Tesla and hop on over the border.
Hey, Legally Insane, what does your setup look like? Do you have a CRT? Do you got a funky what do they call it, upscaler? Is everything, are all your consoles hooked up to one TV? Are there several TVs? What are you working with over there?
I don't have enough space to hook up more than one console. I think right now I've got Switch, like I swap them in and out, but typically I'll have 4 consoles ready to go. So right now it's Sega Dreamcast, Xbox 360, Nintendo Switch, and my Super Nintendo. But I don't have a CRT. I wish I had one. I almost bought one multiple times. I just don't have the space for it. I wanted to get a 13-inch one. Just like a real small one just to play some retro games on it. And I said, I just don't have the space for it. And then I have a shelf area off to the side where the rest of the consoles are. So I got to swap them in and out one at a time, whatever I feel like playing.
Are you using any sort of upscalers, or do you have like a, what do they call it, a retro tink, or do you?
No,
you got the
no, sorry, no, that's not incorrect. I have the HDMI like Hyperkin type of adapters.
Okay.
I have those for PS2, which covers PS1. I have that for Super Nintendo. Although I used to use the RF adapter, I only bought the HDMI adapter to bring my Super Nintendo over to my friend's house, actually.
Mhm.
And then for my N64, I actually have the Eon 64.
Oh yeah,
Do
it's a good one.
you guys know
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that covers my HDMI there. Plus, you can hit the little button and it smooths out the graphics, so it's kind of neat.
Yeah. But my Eon is weird. It won't my QLED TV, my 65-inch, it won't pick it up. But I have like a 24-inch flat screen that's like 1480 or something. It picks it up no problem. So like I have two flat screens on top of each other. So I have like the N64 and this TV hanging from the ceiling, and then everything else hooked up to the 65-inch. But it's very finicky with newer TVs, that Eon. Yeah, I have come to find out.
Yeah, well, my friend's he has a projector for his TV, so it's not really a TV. But when we tried to hook up the PS1 with the HDMI, for whatever reason, it wouldn't play the sound. But it worked on PS2. We could play PS2 games, but we couldn't play PS1 games. It didn't make any sense.
Yeah, you got to go into all those settings. You got to fuck with the TV settings. It's annoying sometimes.
I also use the Hyperkin for the PS2, and of course I play if I'm going to play PS1, I'm gonna put that through the PS3. But no, I get the Hyperkin. I like it because it has a switch. You can switch it to PS2 because for 240p, I believe it is. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly, but it's got the switch. Most games won't, or most of those like the pound cable, they won't work on a modern TV with the PS1 because it just can't handle that 240p. But little switch, good to go. I love. Yeah, I swear by the Hyperkin. I had a retro tink at one time, but I let it go because I just didn't play it enough. But then the money was right because I'm a filthy reseller deep down. But
I wouldn't mind having one. I've just never wanted to spend the money on it. That's all it came down to.
Yeah. You got a retro chink in your setup, don't you, Sean?
I have two retro tinks. One is set up for composite. One is set up for component consoles. Everything has HD retrovision cables.
But you have.
So I have two retro tinks that go out to HDMI. It goes out to two 5-way splitters. So I have like 16 or 17 consoles hooked up to one television.
But you have the lovely problem of not having everything labeled. So it's like
I never labeled anything. So like every time I like want to switch over to a console, I have to like do like weird button inputs to like figure out what fucking console is what. One day I'll label them. I don't know. When I put the Genesis on today, I got it right the first time. I was like, I know it's number 2. I know it's.
Write it down, for fuck's sake. Write it down and put it on the fridge with the goddamn magnet. Get yourself a PlayStation Ain't Dead magnet. It's available on stickermule.com. Just search the PlayStation Ain't Dead store. Get your magnets, shirts, and other shit. We're still not making a dime off any of that shit. Legally Insane, do you practice, do you do any video game preservation, aka piracy? Any emulation? Any of that good stuff?
I typically hate emulation. The closest thing I have to it is I have a Sega Genesis Mini, like the official one, and I bought something called a True Blue hack. I don't know if they still sell it. It was on Amazon, and it hacks the console.
That guy got arrested. Yeah.
Oh, did he get arrested? Yeah, because they stopped selling them. I think. I didn't know he got arrested. That's funny.
I think I think that was the same guy that got arrested. Nintendo fucking went after him or something.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, he was all part of that.
His hack basically put all the Sega Genesis games on the Sega Mini for me. So I'm sure there's other ways to do it, but I don't know how to do it. So I just buy the device that does it for you.
Yeah.
That's the closest I'll get to playing emulation.
Right. No, I picked one of his sticks up for the Commodore 64 like mini that came out. It had like 100 games on it. The side load right on there. So
And I buy the mini consoles too. So if that counts as like emulation, that's the only form of emulation. I got the Super Nintendo Mini and the PC Engine Mini.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I really want a PS1 Mini, but I believe the little plugins, so you can get all the extra games. It's called Crack, but I haven't like one's called Crack, one's called Heroin, or the other one's called like PCP or something. I can't remember, but that's on my wish list.
They're still selling them.
Last I haven't looked in a minute, but it's basically it's just USB stick
Yeah.
plugs right into the front.
That's what the True Blue ones were. But yeah, I know that that guy got taken down.
I had no idea that happened. That's funny.
Yeah.
I just knew Amazon took him down, and I was like, okay, well, I guess.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, the guy retired or something. I don't know. I didn't know he got arrested.
Yeah, no, he was part of that news story with one of the first ones, like right before that, the Doug Bowser, not Doug Bowser, but remember the guy's name was Bowser that got arrested.
Yeah.
Nintendo. It was like right before that. It was like part of the whole scheme or something. Whatever they were doing, like switch hacking. They were doing switch hacking and stuff. That's what they were doing.
Hecken picked up the NES Classic today. He needs the Neo Geo Turbo, and then he'll have all the minis. That's nice.
Nice.
The Turbo Graphics one cost you an arm and a leg to get that one.
Yeah. I have the PC Engine Core, the European, the UK model. I got that because I didn't get the Turbo one because I kind of liked the look of that PC Engine one, the gray one. Because I have a regular Turbo anyway. So, what did Easy want?
I don't know. He's apologizing to Reggie, saying he gets nothing out of playing retro games. His friends, I used to play it, but those friends are dead or in jail, and it's cool. I got a question from the chat. What's your favorite GameCube game? I still play all my consoles except PS1 Classic with USB sticks with 200 plus games. Oh my God, 06 Mercury, you are a pirate.
Yeah, Radio. I don't know what the guy's first name is. I remember his last name was Bowser, and it was funny when he got arrested by Nintendo.
Favorite GameCube game? What is it, Lely?
You know what? I honestly, I've never thought of it. I'm just looking at my games now. It might be this actually. The Donkey Konga games.
Ooh.
I have 4 bongos, and I've played this at multiple party game nights in the past, and everybody had a blast. Every single person, when you bust out those bongos, everybody has a good time.
Yeah.
Good time.
I got a set of bongos.
Well, for a good time, you can't beat diapers and beer. Adult diapers and beer. We need to make some.
I like to bang my bongos.
Oh God. Anytime you make me picture you naked, I'll throw up a little in my mouth. All right, guys. We got one more. What is it? One more segment. Let's get to it. This is video game shitposting. All right, let's see what memes we got for this week here. I'm guilty of this. You're the type. You're the type to set your character as a woman in games, aren't you?
Yeah. Fuck yeah! I don't want to.
do that all the time.
I don't want to sit there and look at man ass if I can look at chick ass all day.
Chick ass. Let's see. What's this? Didn't have a pillow at the cousin's house, and he handed me this. This has nothing to do with video games. I just thought it was funny.
See, and Heckin' Steve does not lie in the chat. Heckin' Steve tells the truth.
What's this? Sean plays his games laying on his stomach with his feet in the air. Dude, this is actually true. I told you, Sean, not to let that information hit the internet, but here it is. Coming back to haunt you. All right, what's this? I don't know. Oh yeah, this is from Monster Hunter 6. Genma. She says, "Thanks, Hunter. You're a good friend." Oh, friend zoned. I don't know. If you're playing Monster Hunter, I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Not all of these are winners, but let's see what's this. 28 years after Tomb Raider's initial release, the nude code has been discovered. So, there you go. Yeah, she's the original.
Oh, hold on. Is that legit? I'm asking for a friend here. And what's the code? By the way, what's the code?
Up, down, up your ass. You fucking pervert. Do you watch Mr. Rightway? Are you familiar with his content? Legally,
Yeah. I'm a subscribed to Mr. Rightway as well. Yeah.
Oh, my condolences, because did you know if you say "horny boy" into the mirror 3 times at midnight, Mr. Rightway will appear to swindle you out of your games.
I'm a horny boy.
He's always in the wings waiting. But, there you go. What is this? Yeah, I can't believe they did this to my character. Context: your Pokemon Go account will automatically link your height and weight if you enter it in Pokemon Sleep. So, there you go.
Dude, that would be fucking hilarious if that was true. That would be fucking. Oh yeah, I like it.
This one hits a little close to home because Sean and I are serious video game journalists. Game journalists writing articles on how Dragon Age Midgard changed their lives because they were able to make characters that represent them. Ugly. Fucking AI is the worst. This is just a funny picture. It's for you, Mr. Insane, because you're in the throes of Xbox, and yeah, there's a good use for an Xbox.
That's a good one.
It's a tough console, dude. Now this one has been making the rounds. This goth girl meme. Usually on the screen it has Silent Hill, but here we go. When you thought it was going to be torture, only to find out it was her kink. And there you go. It's the PlayStation 8 Dead podcast on the screen.
Yeah.
Let's see.
A funny one.
Me and the boys boycotting spending money on gaming to starve corporations until they change and make games good again. Yeah, there you go. Me and the boys are buff as fuck. Shit, let's go. Oh, here's another Xbox one. This is just for you. I still play on the Xbox 360. Well, look at that set. Oh, what do we got here? Video game collecting is just wild sometimes. Please don't say damn when you hear the price.
I put that meme in my videos sometimes saying that.
This one?
Well, not that specific meme, but different one from the movie where they
damn! Friday,
whatever that guy's name is.
Yeah, Chris Tucker.
Yeah,
Friday.
Was it Chris Tucker? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one. Very famous one. I use that one a lot.
Nice cube, I believe. What is this? Shouldn't you be at work by now? I called in sick. I don't work on Mario Day.
I think I did that too.
Last one. Me shoving the controller up my ass after Psycho Mantis tells me to lay it on the ground. I don't know. I don't get it. But I don't know. You're putting things in your ass. It's going on this program. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been this week's installment of Video Game Shitposting. That's completely unnecessary, but there it is. Well, yeah, that's fucking yeah, I think that's a show, guys. Legally Insane, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Thanks for having me, by the way.
Great show.
Usually we just have old people who've been on this shit before, friends, pals, you know what I mean? And it's rare that we get a cold guest. You know, I don't mean you're cold. Well, you're in Canada. You probably are cold, but
a new guest.
But yeah, it's great show. Thanks for coming on. You're a great guest. Tell the people, plug yourself. That sounds odd. Tell the people where they can find you, where they can see your shit. Go for it.
I've got a channel, Legally Insane Gamer. You should be able to find it if you type it in. I'm also on TikTok, but I don't post very often under the name Over 9,000 Games. That was what my original channel name was going to be, After Party Game Network, actually, but somebody else already had it, so I switched it up, Legally Insane Gamer.
Very cool.
So no Facebook, no Instagram, Twitter. Do you fuck with any of that shit?
Not really. I have a Facebook. I don't really use it. It's under G2A Super Saiyan. It's an old Facebook page that I made a long time ago. I maybe I should get on it. I don't know. Maybe I should start using Instagram and Facebook and whatnot.
Are you so you're a Dragon Ball fan?
Yeah, Dragon Ball fan. Yeah, so that Over 9,000 Games. That's because of the Dragon Ball reference.
Yeah, that's a Dragon Ball Z reference. Vegeta. He's over 9,000. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude. You got Barbie games in your collection, more than most.
They're worth more than your fucking car, man. I'll tell you that.
I recently did the math. I told a friend of mine at work that I have like 650 Switch games. And he did the math on it, estimating, maybe you pay an average of like 50 bucks a game Canadian.
Right.
And it's a really high number.
Oh, I know. God.
Yeah.
Dude. I use the I don't use GameEye, I use the retro gaming app. And like, they get numbers from price charting and eBay and whatnot. So they give you like an estimated value of your collection, and it changes every day, yeah, it's a staggering number of how much of a fucking loser I am. So
Flex incoming. Oh, I thought you were gonna
there's nothing to be proud of that number that my app shows me.
You don't notice it when you buy in small doses, right? It's not until you see the total number you say, "Holy hell, what have I done?"
Yeah, and then you sit there and say, there's no way I could ever make this money on this collection, because nobody in their right mind would buy it all at once at this. You'd have to trickle it out. You'd have to like sell all the commons for cheap. You'd have to slowly sell the expensive ones. And then while you're selling the cheap ones, you're spending that money anyway. So you're never going to see that lump sum of money at the end of it. You know what I mean?
Insure it and then burn it. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
You know what? Hold on. Can I mention something?
What's up?
I recently, just a year ago, I tried to get my collection insured because I realized I didn't really have it on my insurance, my home renter's insurance. And I phoned the company up to just ask them, "Hey, how do I get this insured? Or does your insurance cover my video game collection? I have a retro video game collection. Like, how does that work? How am I going to get my money back? How do you know what games I own, right? Like, are you going to give me trouble? How does it work?" Let's say, and I told them, hypothetically, if my games get stolen tomorrow, what's going to happen? How do we make it work? And they wouldn't insure me.
Right.
I was blacklisted. And then he said he was going to put me in contact with somebody else, and they wouldn't give me insurance.
Really?
And I had to go through like 3 or 4 different insurance companies before finally TD Bank here in Canada finally said I could be insured.
Wow.
I think they either don't want to insure the retro games, or they thought I was going to pull a fast one on them. I'm asking about, this theft. They think I'm going to fake having my game stolen and try to get the insurance money.
It might just be out of their purview also at the same time. I mean, I like years ago I had damage done to my basement, and like I had a large toy collection at the time. And I remember I was at college at the time. So a company came in to take down the sheetrock and all that, to redo things. We had to pull up the carpet, and they took all my figures off of the wall. I wasn't here. I was like 4 hours away, and they just put them all in fucking trash bags, to pack them away. So it, like all the cards got bent, everything got fucked up and ruined.
Oh my gosh.
And luckily like our home insurance here, anything that's in the house is covered. So they literally just said, make a list of what was damaged, and you know, obviously it was stuff you couldn't buy anymore. And they said go to eBay and see what they're selling for, and they paid me for all of that shit. It's just all
Yeah. There you go.
You got lucky there, man.
Yeah.
I posed this exact same question in a Facebook group, Game Junkies. It's anyway, and asked, how many of you guys have your collections insured? People, lots of feedback, and yeah, they say this is they say eBay or price charting. You just refer to those prices, and that's what you
That's
make
what
your
it is.
claim, and that's what you get paid. But
Yeah.
yeah, so there you
That's
go.
why that's why it's important to have an app, because it you know what, God forbid something does happen, you have some sort of itinerary of what
You got a record. Yeah.
You have a record.
So there you go, guys. Video game collecting hack. If you ever want to get rid of it all at once, torch that shit.
Remember the disclaimer in the beginning of the video.
Or you pay a crackhead to come in, steal the games,
Right.
and buy them back from the crackhead for cheap.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. We are heroes of collecting, guys. I think we've figured it out. Oh man.
I'll be a crackhead, baby.
All right, guys. So thank you for coming on the show, Legally Insane.
Thanks, dude.
From myself, if I may be so bold as to speak on their behalf, from Sean over there, and from Legally Insane. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Oh shit.
We're still live.
Yeah, I know. I can't find the goddamn outro video. Oh, there it is. Good night, everybody.
Warning.
PlayStation ain't dead, dead. PlayStation ain't dead.